all the Packers pregame shows can be heard right here on the Game Network. Actually, it's going to be heard on WRIT if I'm not mistaken. Correct, Hunter?
Yeah, in the Milwaukee area. If you're looking for the Packer game, network coverage begins at 5:00, and that is on 95.7 Big FM in Milwaukee. And right here, you'll hear Doug's pregame show starting at 3.
And are we live now?
I believe we are.
Are we going live? We are going live.
I think so.
Outstanding. So we are live back on X. You can
Yes.
find us X on YouTube and on X, YouTube, and where else? Facebook, on Facebook. So I'm already getting doxxed on the Edmund Fitzgerald. And because I made the point that they would have to go, and they said, the experts, they say they would have made Whitefish Bay if they put a few more miles behind her. Now, if it depends, I don't know where that Whitefish Bay is. I know that it sank off Whitefish Point, which is in Canadian waters. So Whitefish Point was 15 miles northwest of Whitefish Point. So it may have been, it may have been, if there's another Whitefish Bay up there, that's fine. I assumed it was Whitefish Point, but not being a maritime man myself, then I wouldn't know that correctly.
That's why we have the text line.
That's
why we have the text line,
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. But people are asking, well, who is Edmund Fitzgerald? And he was the CEO of NML. Had the boat commissioned. It was the largest boat on Lake Michigan. It was the largest boat on the Great Lakes at 729 feet. Now, Northwestern Mutual Life, a financial company, right?
Mm-hmm.
A fun trivia fact. There was a boat accompanying the Edmund Fitzgerald, which was the Arthur A. Anderson, also a financial company. But that did not go down. So here we go. Yeah. So here we go. We've got, we did our best of 7, and we've got a couple people. Derek in St. Paul said, I thought the field storming was a little cringy. But then when I saw it was their first win against a ranked opponent since 2021, since the year after COVID, it became valid. Absolutely not. That was pathetic storming for that. From Sushi in the Falls. Scott and Madison, absolutely we're storming because they're not good. It was a good win. So we are divided on the storming.
I mean, yeah, there wasn't. It maybe didn't look as pleasing to the eye just because the attendance of the game wasn't incredibly high. So I think that, when you see a field storming, you expect the whole field to be just completely covered. So maybe that is why one of those texters was not happy with the sight of it. But I think for those people, I think it was awesome. Like Jeffrey from Milwaukee, I do also think the weather played into everyone wanting to storm the field.
Why? So they could warm up?
Luckily, maybe. He said, luckily it started to snow, so the atmosphere was ripe for a storming of the field. Maybe Jeffrey was there because he said it wasn't worse than the Lions-Packers game at Lambeau last year with the cold rain, but it wasn't fun either. That was a nasty Packers-Lions. That was the cold and rain. I think it was about mid-November.
Mm-hmm. So it is time for game balls and kicks to the balls. So what you have to do is you have to give us a call or hit the text line at 877-794-1973 and give us your game balls and kicks to the balls. Today, a game ball is going to sound like this. There we go. And Hunter, what is a kick to the ball is going to sound like?
In the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
There we go.
Very timely. Mm-hmm.
Good and bad. So Well, I'll start off. Obviously, I'm going to give the game ball not only to Wisconsin, but I'm going to give a game ball to the kid from Wisconsin, from Germantown, Wisconsin, here in the Northwest side, Cooper Catalano, 19 tackles as a freshman, a true freshman, pretty outstanding. I think that's a pretty outstanding. That's a pretty outstanding mark. I don't know is there a record for tackles
In a game.
for Wisconsin, most tackles in a game? I can't imagine, anyone having more than that. Much more. You never hear of anyone with 20 some tackles. So, but we can get our research department on that.
My AI says that was the record. He said
Really?
it. Yeah. By Cooper Catalano.
Wow.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely well worth a game ball.
He became the first true freshman to lead the Badgers in tackles in a single game since Nick Herbig in 2020. And yeah, how about that?
I'm going to give another game ball, and I think this is the reason that they won. I'm going to give another game ball. I'm going to give one to Luke Fickell.
Sure.
And if you are the least bit superstitious, okay, then I think they won because Luke Fickell didn't have team on the back of his pullover.
Oh, did he not
didn't wear the vest, and there was nothing written on the back.
So he listens to us. Because you suggested that late in the week last week. Well, you've suggested it before, but
I do. I just think that that's I just think that that's like JV stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is. Marlo says, my sister was a freshman at Michigan Tech 50 years ago. She said they had ropes tied between the buildings because the winds were so strong and had to hang onto the rope in order to go to class.
Whoa.
Wouldn't you just cancel classes?
You'd think so. If you physically can't walk outside without getting blown over, then maybe cancel class. Wow.
Here we go. Brian in Minneapolis. Game ball to Luke Fickell for ditching the team vest. Stick with the hoodie.
There you go. You're not the only one, KB. I think you have a lot of people behind you.
Well, it just doesn't, and that's what we were talking about. It's like if you have something in the locker room, I mean, Notre Dame, it's very well known that and everyone's got a tradition. Michigan, they got the Go Blue banner where they jump out, right? When they run out of the tunnel, they jump and hit the Go Blue banner. You've got Notre Dame has Play Like a Champion today. All that stuff kind of belongs, I think in the locker room, or the part where the team can go and do that before they take the field. But I just never liked it. I never liked it on the back of a jersey. And I also got a text, and the text just came in. I also got a photo from our good friend Bear Fan Bob, who was at the Bears game yesterday. And he said George McCaskey gave him a game toss coin with the Bears on it. He sent a picture of it. Pretty cool. So game ball to you, Bear Fan Bob.
Yeah, that's good. I got a game ball for Mother Nature. And this is for, you see how much snow like some of our friends in Kenosha are getting, like, and Chicago, and then we're just completely spared up here in Milwaukee and around the state. I don't know, it's not been much around the state either. That the line was like just south of Milwaukee where you got like 7 to 10 inches or more, and then we spotless. It's maybe a dusting in some, southern parts of Milwaukee, but otherwise nothing. And it snowed a little bit last night, but that was it.
Okay.
So thank you, Mother Nature.
What is Chicago getting? Because Chicago was getting that thunder snow.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, they got a significant amount. I'd have to see the total, but yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, so they were getting the thunder snow, and
which is kind of cool, but
it was pretty brutal.
Yeah, lake effect snow.
And so they were getting that. and Kenosha had 7 inches this morning.
Yeah.
We just barely missed it, and I'm fine with that because I am not in a mental state to deal with snow yet. Hunter, you got any other game balls? You got any game balls, kicks to the balls?
Yeah, so definitely to Mother Nature. Also, Packers Eagles tonight. Game ball to primetime games at Lambeau Field. Now it's going to be probably not necessarily snow, I don't believe, but chilly. Now this is our first like night game of the season where it's going to be cold and really feel like Lambeau Field. And so this is going to be kind of that classic Monday Night Football look that you love at Lambeau Field. So I am really excited for that. But then the kick to the balls goes to obviously to YouTube TV and ESPN for still being in a dispute a couple of weeks later here, and the whole second weekend of NFL action that people aren't going to be able to see. Because if you have YouTube TV and you don't have the rabbit ears that I happen to have and I'm a proponent of, because if you have it, then you're good because you're just going to get ABC. Even if you have YouTube TV, if you have an antenna, you're going to get it over the air on ABC. Because remember, Monday Night Football does this simulcast thing where they go ESPN and they go ABC. The only thing you wouldn't get is the Manning cast, which is kind of fun when your team is playing because I feel like then you get, insights or funny quips about your team.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, if you have YouTube TV, you won't be seeing the Mannings tonight.
We've had a couple of people hit us on the talk and text line about this one, and we would be remiss if we didn't mention this as well. But there are some other anniversaries too happening today. A very important one. It's the 250th anniversary of the United States Marine Corps. And it is also congratulations to Pastor Babs. It's her 15-year-old daughter's birthday. So giving her a game ball.
Absolutely.
Is as well.
There's the game ball for you.
There we go. That is, I don't know, it's so obnoxious, but you know what? I'm sorry. I love it. I love this song. Billy Strings just did a version of it live. You go to YouTube and see it. It's fantastic. But other game balls, we have to give a game ball to. There's some great high school football, Hunter, right? This weekend.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Had some great Muskego moving on, Arrowhead moving on as well.
Unfortunately, Tomahawk fell.
Did Tomahawk fall? Did the hatchets go down?
Tough one
what
to
happened?
Stratford, 29-0. So Stratford defensively was and early
Too
Tomahawk got a turnover or two, and I was like, all right, you just got to put it in the end zone. Unfortunately, they couldn't, and Stratford pulled away in the second half. But a record-setting season for Tomahawk ends just 2 games short of state, but awesome season.
Feel bad for Luddy's alma mater. Franklin fell to Bayport. Bayport, always a tough school. But we're moving on now. We are moving on to the Packers game tonight. And I was looking up some prop bets. And just out of curiosity, I looked up this one. What do you think the over-under is in this game for the tush push?
Like how many times it'll be run?
Yeah, it is a prop bet that's out there.
Wow. Oh, man. The over-under 3?
No.
Higher?
No, it's lower. The
okay.
One listed prop that's out there is the total number of tush pushes. The over and under is 1.5.
Okay.
And a lot of it is based on the fact that you've got Jalen Hurts is getting. There's prop bets on him anytime touchdowns. That now on the Packers side of things, the prop bets, you've got Luke Musgrave over 3.5 receptions, filling in for Tucker Kraft. We will see for the first. We saw half of a game last week, and it certainly seemed without Tucker Kraft in that the offense sputtered a little bit. So we'll see what Luke Musgrave does coming in. Jordan Love is under 20 completions, which would be low for him.
Yeah, that would be low.
And the over-under is 46.5 points. I don't see it being a high-scoring game. And to be honest with you, I'm not exactly sure where I'm coming down on this game. as I thought about it this weekend, it struck me as the kind of game that nobody expects Green Bay to win, and they could go, they could
Mhm.
win it, walking away.
Hmm.
Um, I don't think they haven't really strung 2 games together back to back really solid.
Right. Maybe the
And the
first
beginning of the
2,
year, huh?
like that Lions
Maybe.
Commanders stretch,
hmm
but since then it's been very up and down.
But even with the Lions and the Commanders, wasn't it? They had one good. It was the second half of the Lions game and the first half of the Commanders game. So if you split it
Mhm.
that way,
Yeah.
that would have been the most solid play of them all year. So, but the Packers are going to be looking to stay on top. It's still hard to believe that they're on top of the NFC North.
It is,
And,
yeah.
and
Well,
it's all
tonight
because of
they can fall to the 7 seed. If they lose, they'll be the 7 seed in the NFC. But if
they
they
drop that far.
Yeah, but if they win, I believe they're the 2 seed and stay atop the NFC North. This is a huge win-loss
Wow.
rise or drop tonight just because of how many teams are bunched up in the NFC. I mean, you look at the NFC North and it's, Bears are 6-3. I don't like looking at that, but it's truth.
Well, with a good comeback,
Yeah.
as our good friend Bear fan Bob would say, because Caleb McDowell pulled through in the clutch, and he did. And I hated seeing that, to be
know.
perfectly honest with you. But happy for a friend,
Mhm.
but Lauren in the 262 says game ball for her son playing in the snow for his very first time.
Mm.
So she must be from down south in the Kenosha area.
Yeah.
Racine. It said Racine called. She said too many stuck drivers and traffic jams this morning getting the kids to school because Racine didn't have a snow day.
Oh. Yeah, it's early for a snow day, but sometimes those storms come early and maybe you need to have one.
Wow. Getting pictures from Kenosha. It is piled up.
Wild.
Isn't it?
It's just so different from here. Like it's cold, obviously, today in the greater Milwaukee area, but it's not buried in snow
And
wow.
So it's getting cold. We don't like it before we go. And I knew this number was out there. I didn't know how low it was, but Random Jim says, my neighbor grew up in International Falls, Minnesota. He said the temperature for when they had to stay in for recess. And I know where my wife teaches, the temperature is 0. If
Okay.
it's 0 degrees, they have to stay in. International Falls, 16 below.
Wow.
It has to get 16 below
Built different.
before they get to stay in for recess. Dear God. Dear
Just
God.
Built
Well,
different up there.
we're getting close. Every minute we go, we get 1 minute closer to kickoff, and Doug Russell's starting. We're going to take a little bit of a break here, and then we're going to come back and wrap up this 1 hour quick Drew and KB show and tribute to the captain and the crew of the Edmund Fitzgerald. All that when Drew and KB returns.
I can see you, don't even know you, falling into the sheets at night. I place my hand flat on my chest and feel my heart beat back the night I tried counting sheep, and I talked to the shepherd, and I played with my pillow forever and ever. I sit alone and I watch the clock. I breathe in on the tick, out on the dock. Hear your bare feet on the kitchen floor, and I don't know how to have these dreams no more. And I found someone to hold me tight, hold the insomniac all night. dig my head down deep so I can't hear the cars outside on the street. The stars are laughing, get a kick out of my misery. I've tried everything short of Aristotle, Dramamine and the whiskey bottle, and I pray for the day when my ship comes in, when I can sleep the sleep of the just again. Hear your bare feet on the kitchen floor, and I don't have to have these dreams no more. And I found someone to hold me tight, hold the insomniac go night. Hear your bare feet on the kitchen floor, and I don't have to have these dreams no more. And I found someone to hold me tight, hold the insomniac all night. Hold the insomniac all night. Hold the insomniac all night. Hold the insomniac all night, all night, all night. Won't you hold me all night? Hold the insomniac all night. Won't you hold me so I can keep on dreaming? Hold the insomniac all night. Won't you hold me so I can keep on dreaming? Hold the insomniac all night. Won't you hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me?
I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna get you one day. Maybe.
And KB show. No, that music you hear doesn't mean it's almost 6 o'clock. It is still only about 10 minutes to 3. But with the Packers playing this evening against the Philadelphia Eagles up at Lambeau Field, Doug Russell will be taking over. We'll be doing the handoff to him. Not play action, just straight handoff up the middle to Doug Russell. He's going to start with the pre-game show, and that will be followed up by Dennis Krause and our very own Drew Olson will be up there for the Packers pregame show, and then of course turning it over to Wayne and Larry, and I believe it is a 7:20 kickoff tonight, right? Is that when they go?
Yes, yeah,
7:20?
7:15, 7:20, something like that. Yep.
Is this a double up night?
No,
Are there 2 games tonight? No. So
Thankfully,
Packers
no,
get
yeah.
all. The Packers will get all of the. They'll get all the attention this evening.
Mhm.
I am going to go out on a limb right here, and I am going to say that the Packers are going to win this game.
Okay.
I'm feeling a Packers victory. I don't know why. I just am. It's one of those inklings. I have an inkling,
Okay.
and you know me when I get inklings.
It's true.
They oftentimes come to fruition. Now, where do you stand on this game, Hunter?
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to go 29-27 Packers. I'm going to go a little more high scoring. And I think the Packers squeak this one out late. Now, I don't know if it'll be necessarily a game-winning field goal or something like that, but I think they just barely squeaked it. I think this is going to be a great game. I think it's going to be back and forth, close one. And I think that can help the Packers. The lower the scoring, it seems, the worse it is for the Packers. You think about the Browns game, the Panthers game, right? They kept it low. They got, they kept possession of the ball for a really long time. So hoping that is not the case, because I think high scoring could possibly help the Packers.
Yes, and as we go, I'd like to again remember we had a brief little tribute to the 29 crew members, captain and the crew members on the Edmund Fitzgerald, which sunk 50 years ago today. A tragedy that I guess you could say gave birth to one of the greatest bad songs of all time, The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald by Gordon Lightfoot. A song that has no rhymes at all. But I don't know why it is. I love that song. And thank all the people on the talk and text line who corrected me and say, yeah, there is a Whitefish Bay up there. So they would have made Whitefish Bay and not the Whitefish Bay by Shorewood. Drew is going to be back tomorrow. We'll be back to all our same shenanigans on the Game Radio Network. Until then, for Hunter Baumgart, this is KB saying, make good choices.
Thank you.